What's up guys, Dr. Greg here back with another episode of Braces Explained. I hope you guys have all been doing awesome and are enjoying this holiday season. Personally, this is my favorite time of the year because you get to spend time with your loved ones, but it also makes it super difficult to be uploading videos pretty frequently. So I finally found some time to make this video, and I hope that it's something that a lot of you guys are interested in. So in a previous video, I talked about what retainers are in orthodontics, why you need them, and how you should wear them and things like that. But what I didn't really dive into too much was how to maintain your retainers. And that's what my goal is in today's video, which is how to maintain your orthodontic retainers. So let's go. Okay, so let's get started. So if you guys haven't had the chance yet to check out the Braces Club, I highly encourage it. It's a Facebook group where we talk about your experiences throughout the braces journey. So, you know, your difficulties, your good times, what you're excited about, what you're scared for, and it's kind of a support group. So if you haven't had a chance to check it out yet, I'm gonna put the link out in this corner as well as in the description of today's video. Also, I've been toying around with the idea of doing some YouTube lives to talk about, you know, my personal life and the journey of being an orthodontist and questions you guys might have. So if that's something you're interested in, please let me know in the comments of today's video. I'm really curious to see if that's something that you guys would find interesting and would be interested in me doing. Okay, so let's dive into today's video about how to care for your orthodontic retainers. Most orthodontists have different protocols on how they want you to wear your retainers, whether it be 24/7 for 6 months, for a year, but most of us agree on how you should care for your retainers, and that's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. So the first thing you should do when you take the retainers out of your mouth is to rinse them under lukewarm water and then brush the retainers. Now, you can brush the retainers with the regular toothbrush that you use or a separate toothbrush. I personally like to have a separate toothbrush that I use just for my retainers because I don't want any toothpaste to go onto the retainers. Which brings me to the point that you should not be brushing your retainers with toothpaste. The reason you shouldn't be using any toothpaste is because toothpaste has very small abrasive properties to it, which helps scrub your teeth and make them clean. But if you use it on retainers, it can scratch the surface of them and make it so that that plaque and bacteria and tartar builds up easier on the retainers. What you should be using to wash your retainers is either a little bit of alcohol-free mouthwash or alcohol-free hand soap. I personally like to use a little bit of mouthwash when I brush my retainers because it gives that fresh flavor, but you have to be sure to use an alcohol-free mouthwash because if you have alcohol in it, it can actually damage the retainer. So if you want to use mouthwash, make sure to use alcohol-free mouthwash, like the products that I'm going to show in today's video. So when I brush my retainers, I personally like to use the Crest Clean Mint mouthwash. And I really like to use this mouthwash because one, it has no alcohol, so it won't damage the retainer, but it also has a lot of antibacterial properties, so I know that it's actually, you know, mechanically cleaning my retainer, but at the same time, it's chemically killing all the bacteria that's developing on that. So right when I remove the retainer from my mouth, I rinse it under warm water and I fill a little cup with this mouthwash. And then I dip my toothbrush that I specifically use for cleaning my retainers into this mouthwash and brush my retainer. And when you brush the retainer, you want to make sure that you brush all the surfaces, the part that's touching your gums and also the part that's open to the oral cavity, as well as going around the area where there's wires. After that, you want to rinse off any of the mouthwash and you should be good to go. If you have a clear retainer, you want to follow a similar protocol. It's a little bit more difficult, but you want to be sure to brush the inside and all the surfaces where anything could develop, as well as the outside. Another way you can clean your retainer if you don't like using mouthwash is by using hand soap. If you do clean your retainer using hand soap though, you want to be very careful to really rinse off any soap that develops because soap is an irritant to your stomach, so you want to make sure that it's really clean and washed off before you put it back into your mouth. If you prefer to wash your retainers with hand soap, what you could do is a very similar technique. What you want to do is put a little bit of this hand soap around your retainer and then use your retainer designated toothbrush and clean around the retainer, making sure not to miss any surfaces. After you're all done scrubbing the retainer, you can rinse it off underwater and be sure to really clean it off and you're good to go. I personally recommend this Dial hand soap because it doesn't have too many abrasive chemicals in it, but it does have the antibacterial properties that we want to use. Over time, even with good hygiene, what can happen is tartar can develop on your retainer. And this can be seen by either a white or yellow chalky substance that looks like it's hardened onto your retainer. And this tartar is caused because your saliva has minerals of calcium and phosphate in it that are used to strengthen your teeth, but that calcium and phosphate leaves calcium bound onto the retainer. If you have this, do not worry. There are products that can help. The product I usually recommend for this is actually a denture cleaner because when people have dentures, this brown yellow tartar develops on there as well. But it works really well with retainers as well, because if you have that acrylic retainer, it's the same material that's used in dentures. It's called Polident, and I'll show you how to use it in today's video. So this is what the box of the Polident looks like, and they come in individual tablets. You can purchase Polident from your local convenience store, or for your convenience, I put it in the description of today's video where you can just get it on Amazon. What you want to do is fill a cup with warm water. You don't want to use hot water to ever clean your retainers because it can cause distortion. But you want to use warm water and drop a tablet of Polident in there with your retainers. You want to let it sit in there for about 15 to 20 minutes, and what you'll notice is that hardened yellow-white material will actually loosen up, and you can brush it off with the toothbrush. After you're done brushing it all off, you can rinse it up under warm water and you're good to go. Be sure to discard your Polident solution when you're finished, because these are one-time use only. If you guys have any other way that you clean your retainer, I'd love to hear it in the comments of today's video. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and make sure to hit the subscribe button so you stay up to date with all of my content. If you guys have any ideas for future videos that you're interested in about, please let me know in the comment section of this video, and I will catch you guys next time on Braces Explained or on the Braces Club Facebook group. For now, Dr. Greg out.